Hello guys, welcome to How to Slice a Video. In today's video we are going to slice a humidifier, this cute little dragon here. This humidifier has a system that turns the water into mist, so we have to have water in these prints. We are going to learn how to make 3D prints a Watertight. This is a Portuguese video from Hugo. He made a lot of tests here to try what are the best configurations for the 3D print be watertight. Okay, he made a lot of tests to try this, and here we are going to show you the best solutions. Okay, we are using here the Prusa slicer and then the 3v3 as basic. We are going to show you how to slice the water tank for arc slicer and for Bambu slicer also. It's the same configuration, but we are going to show you how to use these slicers also for watertight tank. For this print here we have the dragon, we have the base, we have these little horns here that doesn't have any problems or any secrets to print. Okay, and you have this part here that is the system holder, that all the electronic system that makes this humidifier work. Okay, for this little cute dragon we have no secrets. We can go with 5% of infill, 0.2 millimeter layer high. Skirt brim doesn't need. Support material doesn't need for this one. We don't need for this one. We are going to slice all these parts here. Then we are going to show you how to make this tank here, water tank, watertight. Okay. For this dragon, we can go with the standard configurations for your printer. If you want to print with 0.16, that might be a good option also. But here we are going to slice with 0.2 millimeters high, and that's good to go. That's it. Doesn't has any secrets. Okay. For the mechanism here that hold all the electronics part for this print, this print is just fine. You can go with all the same configurations here. We'll be printing okay. If you're having some problems with the bad adhesion here, you can activate the brim. Skirt brim, you can go here and activate 5 millimeters. They will be just fine here. You can see. Okay. With bad adhesion, will be okay. Let's go to the horns here. Those horns here, they have a good bad adhesion, but I would advise you to use brim. We have a little bit more weight over the higher positions of this print. Okay, so I would advise you to use brim for also these parts. And that's it. You can print in whatever color you want. Okay, it's gonna take 1 hour and a half here with the 3v3 SE. For this one, we have little tips for you. As you can see here, this is a solid piece. This is meant to be printed in spiral vase or vase mold. Okay, and here in Prusa slicer we can activate this here in the layers and parameters, spiral vase. Okay, just accept everything that say. And as you can see here, doesn't need any brim. Okay, let's deactivate that. As you can see here, we have no infill, no top layers, and only one wall. Okay, this is what we want for this model. Okay, for this file. But how to turn it watertight with overlap, infill, and walls? As you can see here, we have these little small holes here that causes leak in your 3D print. So we are going to solve that with overlap. You can go here with the search option here on Prusa, and you can search for overlap. Overlap here, this option. And as you can see, it's 10%, but we are going to use 50%. Okay, this configuration will make your tank watertight. Let's see what it changed. Not so much, and we have to change also the fill, the bottom fill parameters for monotonic lines. Okay, monotonic lines and overlap will be the configurations we are going to change for make this watertight. Okay, as you can see here, the first layer has this pattern here. The other ones will be like that. this will make your tank watertight. Let's do that for other slicers. Print that, try at your home if it is watertight, as it is for us here on STLflix. You can put at your model, okay, and print everything else. Let's go to other slicers. New project here on Bambu. This is Bambu slicer, okay. For this slicer, we are going only to show you how to make it watertight, okay. We can go here in others, spiral vase, spiral mode, spiral vase here. We can activate that solution in others, okay. Okay, spiral vase. We can come here in the search option here. We can go for overlap, also the same name. Infill wall, and we are going to increase that to 50%. And monotonic lines, okay, bottom surface, and activate monotonic lines. And now we can slice it. As you can see here, only one wall, no top pattern or layer, and no infill. We have here an overlap. What does it do? It brings the infill lines over the wall lines, 50% of the wall lines. So they are overlapping, as the name of this configuration says, okay? So they are overlapping the infill pattern and the walls pattern. So for Bambu Studio, these are the configurations, and you can print that and try at your home, okay? For Orc Slicer, it's the same thing, okay? It is really close to Bambu Studio. We have the water tank. We have to activate the spiral vase modes, okay? And we have to activate the overlap. Infill and wall overlap for where it is here. Infill wall overlap to 50%. Okay, and slice and see how it goes. As the same thing, no infill, no top layers, and only one wall. And monotonic lines again, quoting. We can try with monotonic only, but I guess monotonic lines better. That's the configuration we used here. So that is overlap for all slicers, okay? If you have problems leaking on your walls here, we can increase the outer wall width to 0.5 millimeters. Let's make the wall thicker, okay? And slice it again. But only if you have a problem with leaking on the wall, okay? That's our tip. That's the today how to slice. This is a really important tip for you to print watertight tanks, okay? Hope you enjoyed today's video. See you in the next video. Bye bye.